Welcome back to this channel. Today we continue our Read With Me series, which is Eat That Frog that we are reading. For those who have not joined this Read With Me for the first and they are joining for the first time today, Eat That Frog is a powerful personal development book that is helping us to be able to prepare effectively for whatever we are going to do, to make good use of our time and maximize our potential. Because this world that we're living in, I said earlier that you don't have the luxury of time to be able to do everything you want to do. You don't have it. Your time is limited, and when it is finished, that day you will leave this planet. So you have to maximize your time well. Now I want to give you a testimony from reading Eat That Frog. I have been trying to do something for the past 2 weeks. I couldn't do it. But I applied one simple technique from Eat That Frog yesterday. Yesterday what we read, it was about choosing the three most important things and always doing them and doing them very well. Today, like this, I had to look at, when I finished yesterday, I had to look at the three most important things. And this morning when I woke up, I just focused on one of them around 3 a.m. And by 5 a.m., I was done with it. This is something that I have been trying to do for the past 2 weeks and couldn't do. And doing that one alone brought me a lot of happiness, because it is a major thing that I know if that thing goes well, it can be a financial breakthrough for me. And if I did not read Eat That Frog, probably I would not have adapted that strategy. So I want to assure you that if you read this book, don't just read it and practice. And once you practice the ideas, your life will never be the same. Read it and practice everything you have learned from this book and see if you will be the same person. You will come and testify to me that your life has transformed tremendously. So please let us read together. Today I'm continuing with chapter 9 of Eat That Frog, and that is prepare thoroughly before you begin. No matter what the level of your ability, you have more potential than you can ever develop in a lifetime. And before I continue the reading, please leave your comments in the comment section. If you have anything to say, please leave it in the comment section. I also said that please, those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, share this video to bless the life of others. Invite a family member, a brother or a sister, and share this link with them. If they read and they follow, they will all help. We will all contribute in helping to make them better people. So please, let's read together. Remember to leave your comments if you have anything regarding what we can do to improve this. Read with me. Okay, one of the best ways for you to overcome procrastination and get more things done faster is to have everything you need at hand before you begin. When you are fully prepared, you are like a cocked gun or an archer with an arrow pulled back out in the bow. You will be amazed at what you achieve in the months and years ahead. You just need one small mental push to get started on your highest value task. This is like getting everything ready to prepare a complete meal, such as a big frog. You set all the ingredients out on the counter in front of you and then begin putting the meal together one step at a time. Begin by clearing off your desk or workplace so that you have only one task in front of you. If necessary, put everything on the floor or on a table behind you. Gather all the information, report, details, papers, and work materials that you will require to complete your job or the job. Have them at hand so that you can reach them without getting up or moving much. Be sure that you have all the writing materials, computer disk, access codes, email addresses, and everything else you need to start working and continue working until the job is done. Set up your work area so that it is comfortable, attractive, and conducive to working for long periods. Especially make sure that you have a comfortable chair that supports your back and allows your feet to rest flat on the floor. Create a comfortable workspace. The most productive people take the time to create a work area where they enjoy spending time. The cleaner and neater your work area before you begin, the easier it will be for you to get started and keep going. One of the great techniques for overcoming procrastination, eating frogs, is for you to get everything that you need to work completely ready in advance. When everything is laid out neatly and in sequence, you will feel much more like getting on with the job. Getting on with the job. It is amazing how many books never get written, how many degrees never get completed, how many life-changing tasks never get started because people fail to take the first step of preparing everything in advance. Los Angeles attracts people from all over America who dream of writing a successful movie script and selling it to one of the studios. They move to Los Angeles and work at low-level jobs for years while they dream of writing and selling a popular script. The Los Angeles Times once sent a reporter out onto Wilshire Boulevard to interview passers-by. When people came along, he asked them one question: "How is your script coming?" 3 out of 4 passers-by replied, "Almost done." The sad fact is that almost done probably meant not yet started. Don't let this happen to you. Launch toward your dreams. Once you have completed your preparations, it is essential that you launch immediately towards your goals. Get started. Do the first thing, whatever it is. My personal rule is get it 80% right and then correct it later. Run it up the flagpole and see if anyone salutes. Don't expect perfection the first time or even the first few times. Be prepared to fail over and over before you get it right. The biggest enemies we have to overcome on the road to success are not lack of ability and lack of opportunity, but fears of failure and rejection and doubts that the doubts they trigger and the doubts that they trigger. The only way to overcome your fears is to do the thing you fear. As Emerson wrote, and the death of fear is certain. When Greg Wayne Gretzky, sorry, this is a very difficult name to pronounce. The great hockey player once said, "You miss 100% of the shoots you don't take." Once you have completed your preparations, have the courage to take the first action, and everything else will follow from that. The way you develop the courage you need is to act as if you already had the courage and behave accordingly. Take the first step. When you sit down with everything in front of you, ready to go, assume the body language of high performance. Sit up straight, sit forward and away from the back of the chair. Carry yourself as though you were an efficient, effective, high-performing personality. Then pick up the first item and say to yourself, "Let us get to work," and plunge in. And once you have started, keep going until the job is finished. Sorry, I want to take some water. Okay, eat that frog. Let's continue. Take a good look at your desk or office, both at home and at office. Ask yourself, what kind of a person works in an environment like that? The cleaner and neater your work environment, the more positive, productive, and confident you feel. Resolve today to clean up your desk and office completely so that you feel effective, efficient, and ready to get going each time you sit down to work. Okay, so we go to chapter 10. Chapter 10 is take it one oil barrel at a time. Persons with comparatively moderate powers will accomplish much if they apply themselves wholly and indefatigably to one thing at a time. Samuel Smiles. There is an old saying that by the yard it is hard, but inch by inch anything is a cinch. One of the best ways to overcome procrastination is for you to get your mind off the huge task in front of you and focus on a single action that you can take. One of the best ways to eat a large frog is for you to take it one bite at a time. Lao Chu wrote, "A journey of 1,000 leagues begins with a single step." This is a great strategy for overcoming procrastination and getting more things done faster. Crossing a great desert. Many years ago, driving an old Land Rover, I crossed the heart of the Sahara Desert. Tanezroft, deep in modern-day Algeria. By that time, the desert had been abandoned by the French for years, and the original refueling stations were empty and shuttered. The desert was 500 miles across in a single stretch, without water, food, and a blade of grass, or even a fly. It was totally flat, like a broad yellow sand parking lot that stretched to the horizon in all directions. More than 1,300 people had perished in the crossing of that stretch of the Sahara in previous years. Often, drifting sands had obliterated the track across the desert, and the travelers had gotten lost in the night, never to be found again alive. To counter this lack of features in the terrain, the French had marked the track with black 55-gallon oil drums every 5 kilometers, which was exactly the distance to the horizon formed by the curvature of the earth. Because of this, in the daytime, we could see two oil barrels, the one we had just passed and the one 5 kilometers ahead of it. And that was all we needed to stay on course. All we had to do was to steer for the next oil barrel. As a result, we were able to cross the biggest desert in the world by simply taking it one oil barrel at a time. Take it one step at a time. In the same way, you can accomplish the biggest task in your life by disciplining yourself to take it just one step at a time. Your job is to go as far as you can see. You will then see far enough to go further. To accomplish a great task, you must step out in faith and have complete confidence that your next step will soon become clear to you. Remember this wonderful advice: leap and the net will appear. A great life or a great career is built by performing one task at a time, quickly and well, and then going on to the next task. Financial independence is achieved by saving a little money every single month, year after year. Health and fitness are accomplished by just eating a little less and exercising a little more, day after day and month after month. You can overcome procrastination and accomplish extraordinary things by taking just the first step, getting started toward your goal, and then taking one step, one oil barrel at a time. Eat that frog. Select any goal, task, or project in your life on which you have been procrastinating and make a list of all the steps you will need to take to eventually complete the task. Then take just one step immediately. Sometimes all you need to do to get started is to sit down and complete one item on the list, and then do one more, and so on. You'll be amazed at what you eventually accomplish. So we have come to the end of chapter 10, and we've almost gone half of the book. We shall continue tomorrow. As I said earlier, please share this video, bless the life of others, leave your comments in the comment section, and we will continue to improve upon our lives. I can assure you, if you read this book to the end and you apply the ideas, you will never be the same person and you will not be an ordinary person. Thank you once again for watching, and see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye.